speakers, member of Knesset and former Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu, who is with us, and Mr. Gilles de Kerchove, the General Secretary of the Counter-Terrorism Coordinator of the European Union. And without any further ado, it's my pleasure to introduce Mr. Shabti, who is the Chairman of the International Policy Institute for Counter-Terrorism and is the former Director of the Mossad. During his IDF career, he served as military governor in the Southern Command and also served in the Sayeret Matkal Elite Force. He is currently Chairman of the Athena Human and Technology Solutions, as well as President and CEO of EMG Israel. He also serves as an advisor to the Knesset Committees on Intelligence, Foreign Affairs, and National Security. He is a member of the NYFD Task Force for Future Preparedness Against Terrorism. Mr. Savit has chaired ICT since its inception and has played a vital role in helping the Institute grow from strength to strength. Mr. Savit.
Professor Uri Reichman, President of IDC, Mr. Benjamin Netanyahu, former Prime Minister of Israel, leader of the Likud Party, and leader of the opposition in the Knesset of Israel, Mr. Gilles de Kerchove, Counter-Terrorism General Secretary at the European Union, and dear Mayor, and of course, Dr. Boaz Ganor. Dear guests, I welcome all of you to the 8th ICT International Conference. I know that a relatively big number of the guests who are present here tonight accompany the ICT and its international conferences since the Center's inception, and we are thankful and grateful to them. As many of you probably are aware of, the trigger that generated the annual International Conference of ICT had been the September 11 horrendous terror attack on the WTC in New York. We thought then, and we still do, that that event was a significant landmark in human history which warrants to commemorate it every year. And the best way of doing it is by having this big annual gathering of experts on terrorism and counterterrorism from almost all over the world. Even though the home of ICT is IDC, which is an academic institute, the ICT founders, with full consent of IDC's management, of course, have decided that its main vision will be of a policy-oriented institute and not merely a research one. Sticking to this vision, ICT's people not only learn and analyze the phenomenon of terrorism, but emphasize how to address it, how to cope with it, how to shape public opinion to be prepared and ready to face it, and how to have its share in the decision-making processes on the national level, and I dare say, modestly though, the international level. The mix of the people who attend the conference is extraordinary. We have here people from the academia as well as politicians. We have civilians of all facets of life as well as people wearing uniforms. We have many civil servants as well as people from the private sector. This diversity promises us, without any doubt, an interesting and challenging conference. As all of you know, global terrorism does not recognize international borders. Its front line covers all the world. International cooperation is the first and foremost prerequisite for the free world to stand a fair chance to win the conflict against it. Through the amazing exchange and interaction among so many wonderful people present here for the conference, I am sure that we will move another step forward, better understanding the threat locally and globally, and in better shaping the remedies to it. The place where we are gathering tonight has been, until only a few years ago, a military camp. By transforming it into a university, The visionaries of this dream have fulfilled Prophet Isaiah's prophecy, quote, "And they shall beat their swords into plowshares and their spears into pruning hooks." Let us remember that our endeavor against terrorism is not only to defeat it, but to make our modest contribution to mankind on its long march toward fulfilling Isaiah's prophecy as well. Thank you.